Just a gorgeous fall afternoon in the heart of Texas. No weather to speak of. Sun out, roof open. Yes, yes, and yes. A great day for football at AT&T Stadium in Arlington. Today, we've got a Week 13 matchup for you here, as it'll be the Tampa Bay Buccaneers taking on the Dallas Cowboys. Charles and I have been looking forward to this one all week, and we are underway from AT&T Stadium. And we'll see a return here from the end zone. And he's probably realizing he should have stayed in the end zone, as he can only muster a return to the 14-yard line. So the drive's going to start with Pollard. And he finds enough of an opening to get this one back up to his 20. The game's first play produces 6 yards, brings up second down. Well, this defense for the Buccaneers very strong in that victory a week ago.
Yeah, and what stood out to me on tape, the way they were flying to the football. So that tells me that they've got all their assignments down, and they're playing with extreme confidence.
Oh, his first throw of the game going to be intercepted. Carlton Davis picks it, and he will return this one to the 30-yard line.
Brandon, I wonder if someone's down there checking on the head coach right now, because he might be a little bit of shock after what just transpired. Instead of a lengthy opening drive to deal with, his guy stepped up and stole that drive away. Momentum on their side now. How will they attack on offense?
First down, here's White. And some determined running there as he'll pick his way down to the 12-yard line. A big pickup there, 18 yards and a Buccaneer first.
Well, there's plenty of real estate for him to maneuver on that run, and let's face it, it shouldn't be a surprise. He's one of the better backs in the league. Had to come into this game with the idea, slow him down, otherwise it's going to be a long afternoon.
They go right back to White here on first down. They'll get this down inside the 10 for a pickup of about 3.
They went right back to him, but he pretty much had nowhere to go on that play.
Now, the previous carry looked pretty good. That one, maybe he was a little tired. I don't know.
Yeah, maybe he should have tapped out and had a second back come in and maybe make that run. Who knows?
It's 2nd and 7 from the 9. Looking to throw. This is caught. And in for the Buccaneers touchdown. A great effort there. His 4th touchdown on the year. And the Buccaneers use the early turnover to get on the board first here in this one. Extra point up and good by Dicker. And it's now a 7-0 game. The Bucs ready for the kickoff. And here we go. It's in the air. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, wound up leading to a touchdown the other way. How do you approach drive number 2?
Going back to your game plan coming in, everyone has matchups that they like better than others, where they think they have an advantage. Dial up up some of those plays. Try and go to those spots and get your offense moving. Brandon, 5 yards on that run. Let's get back to the huddle and make sure if you're a back, you spend time with your offensive line and give them credit. Hard to move those 300-plus pounders at the line of scrimmage, and they did for a significant chunk of yardage.
Here's Pollard again. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 11 yards and a Cowboy first down. All right, I got to ask you, with these RPOs, essentially the quarterback has 3 options, right? So what's different from that versus the triple option that we see the service academies run at the college level?
As a general rule, the triple option at the college level, most things are called outside of the quarterback faking it to the runner and then keeping it himself and maybe having a trail back. What I mean is, in the NFL, that option to throw the football all comes about organically. It's a natural deal based on reads. In college, if you're going to throw the football for triple option, you've actually called that play.
Now here's a pass on first down that's knocked away and incomplete. The Cowboys hit 6-5 now on the year. And they were winners their last time out, so they'll be looking to make it 2 in a row.
And so much about football, partner, comes down to mindset. Being in the right frame of mind, and the best way to get in that good frame of mind, winning. So they come in feeling good. They've got the home crowd behind them. And I think they're going to be tough to beat in this one.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Out of the gun, it's a give to Vaughn. Looking to find a lane, but he can't. Reined in at the line of scrimmage. Calling no gain on the run there, and now they'll be looking at a 3rd down. You look at this defense for Tampa Bay, and they've shown the ability to play tough against the pass, currently ranked number 9 in the NFL.
And I'm struggling a little bit trying to really categorize this crew. They're top 10 in the league against the pass, but the bottom half of the league in sacking the quarterback. That doesn't make sense. Imagine if this group ever put pressure on the QB, they'd easily move into the top 5.
Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete.
1 first down here, and that's all, folks. Good work by this defense to hold things in check and force a punting situation.
Out now comes the Cowboys punter as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. They only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. And this one will wind up being down just outside of that 20-yard line. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And you figure this should be a healthy, a focused unit, and they're working on a good winning streak. They had the week off last week. This is really a team, Charles, that should be in top 4.
I would agree absolutely with that. What coaches worry about, what organizations worry about, though, is overconfidence. They've been playing so well, and now they've had that extra time off. And we've seen teams come back off the open week and come out flat. So what a lot of good coaches do is they kind of game plan for that with their teams. On defense, they may blitz more in the beginning to get them going. On offense, they may go more up-tempo. Anything to get them out of that lethargy right at the beginning.
That's good. The completion there for 7 yards, and it'll be 2nd down.
Timing is so important on a route like this because he's going to line up out right, then cut straight across the field. I think the ball might have come out a count or two too late because by the time he was able to secure it, not much of a chance to turn it upfield.
Throwing again on 2nd down, but this time it's incomplete.
They certainly did a nice job improvising there, extending the play, hoping someone would come open downfield, but they never did.
So the incomplete pass on the last play, and that leads us to a 3rd and 3. They'll try to pick this up on the ground with White. And good space to operate there as he takes this down inside the 35-yard line. 15 yards as Tampa Bay picks up the first. Charles, they won last week despite him not running the ball well. They told us need to get him going. Runs like that help.
And they talked to us about leaning on him because, as you noted, last week they didn't have to. Still won the ball game. They leaned on other people to give them the yardage that they needed, but they really want him to be that guy, and that's what they're doing early in this game.
He's got Otten. All that for a 2-yard gain, 2nd down. You look at this Cowboy defense. They're currently 21st, Charles, in the NFL against the run.
And stopping the run, that's been an issue for them all season long. Aren't you glad that you're not coaching the defense right now?
I'm very glad. They said that they've seen it in doses, but very, very small doses.
Yeah, you've got to be consistent. It's down in and down out, being able to play it, understand what you have to get done, and finally stop some people, put them on the ground.
And they'll send the tight end in motion here. On second down, they'll run with White. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. No gain on the play there, so that doesn't help. Now they're looking up at a 3rd and 9 situation. They'll come to the line here, needing 9 yards to pick up the first. On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. And he's brought down, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
Well, as a coach, you absolutely love seeing your offense find their rhythm early, and that's exactly what we've seen so far. They had a touchdown on their opening drive, and now they connect here for another nice gain for a 1st down. This offense is moving the ball well, exactly as he drew it up in practice.
43 yards rushing for him now in the ball game. Good yardage on 1st down. Now can they punch it in on 2nd and goal? White. Now he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. That backs him up 1 yard and brings up 3rd down. So now things get interesting on 3rd and goal from the 1.
This almost becomes a Darwinian call, doesn't it? Almost survival of the fittest here. I know we can go all cliche. I'll go ahead and do it. Who wants it more here? Who has a better leverage at the line of scrimmage? Let's go and see what happens.
They'll look to throw on 3rd and goal. And he's got it. Caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. A 1-yard touchdown reception. And the Buccaneers are off to a 13-0 first quarter lead. Dicker down to tack on the extra point. And it's good, and they have jumped out here to a quick 14-0 first quarter lead. 14, Cowboys nothing. The Bucs ready for the kickoff. And here we go. It's in the air. And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone. The Cowboys take over 1st and 10 at their own 19-yard line. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And they currently sit 1 game over 500 thanks to their victory a week ago. Yeah, Charles, they've been really an up-and-down team all year. Do you think that they have enough to get into the playoffs?
Well, you did mention they've been up and down all year, so to me, it depends on what week you catch them. When they're at their best, I think they're definitely playoff worthy. But to me, they haven't been able to bring the intensity week in and week out, and that could be their Achilles heel.
Start of the second quarter, and it's the Cowboys in possession, as they've got it 2nd down and 11. Throwing, Prescott. That's caught, Jalen Brooks. And they're able to get this one across the 35. Catch number 30 for him on the year. It's a 1st down.
When you're struggling on offense, you're looking for anything possible to get you going. Sometimes you do it like basketball teams that don't normally press. You put a press on, bring people to life, make them move a little bit quicker. Maybe that'll help them as they head towards the half.
Prescott looks to throw on 1st. He'll find Lamb. That's complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. The catch and run there, good for 16 in the 1st.
Well, these guys have definitely been outplayed in the 1st half. I like their countenance. I like the way that they haven't panicked out there, the way they're carrying themselves. They're starting to move the ball, and what you have to do, maintain your poise and start to put together some drives.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. They run straight ahead here with Pollard. Nifty footwork at the 45. And a really good show of force there as he gets through for 4 tough yards.
I feel like I could see what he was thinking on that carry. Wanted to follow that big tackle through the hole. Ended up only getting 4 yards on the carry. I think he had designs on that one being bigger.
From the shotgun, it's Prescott. Left side to Lamb. Touchdown, Cowboys! C.D. Lamb, 42 yards. And the Cowboys have cut it back within a score. They were already down 2 scores early. They needed something to try to stem that tide, and that certainly qualifies. A big play to get them in the end zone.
It qualifies indeed because, let's face it, they don't get something done on this drive, turn it back over. This game could be 88 and out the gate early.
What? 88 and out the gate?
Yeah.
What's that?
Yeah, listen, I used to hear my old man talk about it. Usually meant that thing's done.
Well, if they count the touchdown, it's not 88 and out the gate. We still got a good game going ahead of us. So after the touchdown, Aubrey now to kick this one away. They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. And he's probably realizing he should have stayed in the end zone as he can only muster a return to the 14-yard line. The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. And it's only November, but the playoffs, we know how it works. They'll be here before you know it. If it ended today, they would be the #1 seed.
And that's a great spot to be in, but I love the phrase, if it ended today. And I'll guarantee you, that's what they've discussed in their locker room, in their meeting rooms. Yeah, we know where we'd be if it ended today, but we also know it's not ending today.
Right.
So they've got to continue to play the type of ball that put them in the spot where they're #1 in their conference.
Back to throw now on 1st down. And he will go down. A Cowboys sack. They dial up the corner blitz that time, and it delivers to the tune of a 9-yard loss.
But that's what they have to do more of defensively, not just getting sacks, but they have to keep getting in his face, not let him get his feet set and deliver. He's been carving them up previously.
Yeah, already has a couple of touchdown passes. About time they put a few grass stains on that jersey. After the sack, it's 2nd and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here. Palmer going to go in motion left. They run the draw play. This is White. And they won't fare much better here as he maybe gets back to the line. No gain on the play this time, and it'll be a 3rd and long situation coming up.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
The Bucs on 3rd down. A perfect 3 for 3 as they look to keep that streak going. This will be 3rd and 19. He's got his target. That's complete. And they work this well upfield across the 45. That's a 3rd down conversion to 24 yards there. Nice play. And defensively, they were in zone coverage there. Do you have to be a little careful? You're losing playing against a good quarterback like he is to not play too much zone?
Yeah, you have to be careful about how much time you're giving up. I think it's a good point you just brought up. So maybe if you still want to play zone, you go to a zone blitz scheme. And you can drop anyone out of your defensive front, defensive end, defensive tackle. It doesn't matter. You just exchange someone to bring more pressure towards the quarterback and still try and cover downfield. How about the job there on the outside? Shed the wide receiver and was able to make the tackle on the perimeter.
Maybe just a slight detour on what's been a strong drive. Here's 2nd and 11. Back to throw. And that's complete. It's Chris Godwin. And he's going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at the Cowboys' 43. Give him 12 yards on that one. It earns him a fresh set of downs.
Ready?
So from Cowboy territory now, here's 1st and 10 at the 43. They defer to White out of the shotgun. Micah Parsons, the linebacker, in on the tackle.
If you're a coach, you'll absolutely take that run every time on first down because it really sets you up to go in a number of directions here on 2nd.
Here's 2nd and 5 now from the 37. On play action, they'll throw. And there's a short one taken in by Otten. And tackled down after a gain of 3. Leaves him with 1 yard to go on 3rd down.
And let's face it, you can put any Halloween costume on him. You're not going to be able to disguise him because for a tight end of his size, difficult to sneak him anywhere, but that's what they tried to do. Lined up on his right, tried to work his way back to his left, but just a minimal gain as the defense was able to react quickly.
We've hit the 2-minute mark of the 2nd quarter, 14-7. A reminder that when halftime rolls around, Jonathan Coachman will have all the highlights and analysis of this first half of play from our studios in Orlando. 9th play coming up here on this drive. This is 3rd and a yard. They'll go up the middle with White. And he's able to pick up the first down here before he goes down at the 26. The 71 yards rushing for him as he has been tough to stop here this first half.
Well, that was big right there because they're in the bottom 5 in the league and converting on 3rd down. They needed that pickup in a big way.
There were 2 things they said they wanted to win in this game. One, the turnover battle, and the second, 3rd down conversions. So they got one there. Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
Yeah, their back's up against the wall a little bit, and they come through by forcing an incompletion. Now they've got to continue to ratchet up the intensity a couple of more times and get off the field before giving up any more yardage.
Let's go now.
Once again, they'll come up on the 26-yard line, 2nd and 10. He'll look to throw. This is caught. Touchdown! Chris Godwin, 26 yards. And the Buccaneers have taken a 2-touchdown lead now. A nice throw there by the 2nd-year quarterback.
And I don't believe that was the kind of play he would have made as a rookie because usually your rookie season is a continuation of your college days. A lot of one read, and if you don't have it, you just take off and go. Now he's settled in the pocket a little bit more, reading the field and getting to a 2nd and sometimes 3rd progression. That was a nice play.
The Bucs ready for the kickoff. And here we go. It's in the air. And we'll see a return here from the end zone. And he's probably realizing he should have stayed in the end zone as he can only muster a return to the 14-yard line. The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. It was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You can never have enough points with the high-powered offenses that you face. And analytics will tell you, try and score when given the opportunity.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. To throw is Prescott. That's dumped off to Pollard. And he'll be out of bounds right around the 20. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4. In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down. Prescott to throw it. Eluding the pressure right. That is caught. He'll fire deep downfield for Lamb. Oh, everything falling apart now. Another one intercepted. And the Buccaneers are going to take over at their own 30-yard line. And, Charles, you know, it seems like sometimes when you fall down early, there can be a tendency there to try and get it all back in one fell swoop. And that time, that thinking leads to an interception.
And I believe you brought up a really good point there, Brandon, because you try and force plays, right? You try and get all back in one shot, just as you mentioned there. And you know you're going to need some big plays to get back into the game. But ultimately, you really can't force what isn't there.
DeMarvion overshown, the one to bring him down.
No doubt about it. A really nice job there by the defense, not allowing him to get to the perimeter. But that means your defensive ends, your outside linebackers, the guys that you pay big money to sack the quarterback, they also have to have interest in the running game as well. And they did a nice job there of holding the point of attack and not giving ground.
2nd and 9 now. Evans has it left side. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. On 1st down, he'll drop to throw. And that is going to be incomplete as he led him a bit too much.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up. Not that time. Okay, break. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. Now back to throw. He's got his man. It's White. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. 1st down, Buccaneers. So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20. They'll look to throw again. Another catch by White. Back-to-back plays. And he'll be out of bounds, taking it just shy of the 10 at the 11 or the 12. A gain of 8 there on the play. And it'll be 2nd and a couple. Now with 5 seconds left, not really enough time to run another play and then stop it. So on comes the field goal unit. And his kick is indeed good. And they will open things up a bit more. It's 24-7. But they already had the early lead, and they get the interception, Charles, and now they add 3 more with the field goal.
Yeah, they're in control of how this game is playing out so far. You mentioned the early lead. Now they're expanding on it, getting plays on both sides of the ball. A winning recipe if they can keep this up.
And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee and they'll bring the football out to the 25. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And they'll have time for one play. That's it. 3 seconds to go before intermission. Now a good running play here to start the drive. That'll net them 14 yards as they pick up the first. So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, getting set for quarter number 3 here. The Bucs with a lead, and they'll get the football first as the second half is underway. Well, from deep in the end zone, he's going to bring this out. And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17.
They're on the 17-yard line.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. A run to begin the second half with White. Saw the linebacker Damone Clark coming through with a stop.
Well, sometimes you just have to give credit to the defense. Great job there at the point of attack, holding up. They won their battles at the line of scrimmage, left him no space to try and run. A really nice job swarming to the ball carrier.
They work now on 2nd and 9. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. And there's a short one taken in by Otten. And a great move on the play as he takes this one past the 25. That'll give him 8 that time. And now 1 yard to go on 3rd down.
Let's not quibble about the gain there on 2nd down. That was a positive play because that was a take-what-you-can-get situation. Got out to the tight end. Now it gives them a much better opportunity to convert on 3rd down.
Here now, 3rd and a yard. They will run with White out of the shotgun. And he's going to have the 1st down yardage as he's down at about the 30-yard line. They're able to convert with a gain of 4.
Most of their damage has been done through the air. I mean, they've rung the bell 3 times with passing touchdowns. But guess what? Ground game has not been neglected. Nice little burst right there.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30.
Ready.
Now they'll throw here out of the gun. And the Cowboys pressure gets there this time for the sack. The pressure from multiple guys there as they bury him for a big 9-yard loss.
Partner, the Mike linebacker, the middle linebacker has so many different responsibilities. How excited do you think he was to get home with that blitz?
Yeah, he wants a sack. He got it. And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19.
Warriors 70. Ready.
On the draw, here's White. And that didn't fool anybody. He's going to be dropped in the backfield. That 2nd down play nets a -4.
And that's what this defense is going to need to do more in the 2nd half. Good pressure that time, forces some indecision in the backfield. He's going to wind up being taken down for a nice loss.
Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down went backwards. It's 3rd and very long.
Panther 11. Panther 11. Let's go.
Back to throw here. Looking downfield for Godwin. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. Down the sideline he goes. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. Chris Godwin with his 2nd TD of the game, his 6th on the year, as his guys are able to push that lead out a bit further. Well, Charles, he's still a young signal caller in this league, 2nd year in the NFL. I don't know if last year as a rookie, if he would have worked through his progressions like he did on that touchdown pass.
I think you're right about that. We're seeing him grow up right in front of our eyes because when he went to his primary read, he recognized that they were all over that, so he continued to survey the field, picked up another target, delivered a pass exactly where it needed to be. A very mature play for the 2nd-year quarterback.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. He will return this from deep in the end zone. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20. The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. And their halftime hole now even deeper, and they need a big drive here just to answer the first touchdown of the 2nd half scored against them.
They were down at the half. Now, as you mentioned, they're down a little bit bigger, but no time for discouragement. Just got to get back to it, right? Put your shoulder against the boulder and start pushing and try and get back to where you were to start the half.
After the incompletion, they'll try once more from the 20-yard line on 2nd and 10.
Hey, 40. 47. 26.
Looking to throw. Prescott. Going right side here, and that's complete. And they're able to get this one across the 35. That his first catch so far. They've held him under wraps, but he's got a first down there.
Well, we talk all the time about playing situational football, and right now I think the scoreboard is dictating what they need to do. Where they are in this game, they've got to push the ball downfield, take their shots, try and get big chunks of yardage in a short amount of time. That was a nice play there.
Vaughn on 1st and 10. And that one goes for about 6 as he's taken down just shy of the 45.
Well, I think after that run, the defense is getting back in the huddle and looking at each other and maybe starting to question their confidence a bit. They gave up a significant run, 6 yards, and now you're saying to yourself, how do we stop them, and do I have enough confidence to make a play?
The throw over the middle, taken in. First target, first catch, and a first down.
First and 10 at the 48-yard line.
Here we go 47. Here we go 47. 26.
Prescott from the gun. Over the middle, it's complete. And he's got this down to the 35. A good-looking drive for the Cowboys so far. It's a first down.
It's taken a while for this offense to get going. A little creaky at the start, but they're oiled up now. A nice throw there, and they're really putting together a good drive.
They'll go with Pollard here on first down. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. Second down.
Not too many offenses want to turn down long drives, but when you're down what they are, they've got to pay it off with some points.
They'll come up 2nd and 7. This ball taken in here by Brooks. And he'll go down at the 26 following a gain of 6.
Complete to Jalen Brooks. That's a gain of 6. Brings up 3rd and 1.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Trying to run for it with Pollard. And he's able to get the first here as he's taken down at the 25.
Everyone understood their role on that play. 3rd and 1. You know the defensive guys, they're trying to get down and get low and get leverage on the offensive lineman, but they didn't allow that to happen. They created a crease and allowed him to get through for a first down.
First down, Prescott. And he's going to be intercepted for the 3rd time thus far. And the Bucs are going to have it here at their own 32-yard line. He has just been a load for opposing offenses to account for now. 8 interceptions on the year.
I love that number because I always think of center field. You know, when I hear 8, because that's the position you write in the scorecard in baseball. And what do good center fielders do? Take away all the alleys, right? They range deep and make a whole lot of great catches.
To about the 35, second down.
The defense thought they had that play covered, but it still got driven backward by those blockers. Those types of plays are a key part of any team's offensive game plan. It all starts up front in the trenches.
Let's go.
Second down and 6 now.
Pass to 60. Pass to 60.
He'll look to throw. This is caught by Evans. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. 90 yards receiving now for him in the ball game. It's a first down.
I'll tell you what, a lot of those mid-range throws have been available because sometimes teams get too concerned about the deep ball and they leave too much space in front of them. And these guys have been taking advantage so far.
They go with White on the counter. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
Loss of 2 brings up 2nd and 12 at the 49-yard line.
And that is going to do it for this third quarter of action. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now in Arlington. A lot of folks starting to make their way to the parking lot. Their guys trail big here to begin quarter number 4.
Here we go.
Now they contend with a 2nd and 12 after the loss.
Cowboy 80. Nineteen tight. 19 tight. Ready?
He'll drop to throw. And that went too far in front. He couldn't reel it in. It's incomplete. Well, fourth quarter with a 3-score lead here, Charles, but they're still going back to the air and looking for more points.
Well, with this game well in hand, it's an opportunity for the guys to come off the bench and get a chance to play. And a lot of coaches, they want to run their full playbook no matter who's on the field.
The Bucs on 3rd down. They haven't been stopped yet. A perfect 7 for 7. This is 3rd down and 12. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. Rush coming, and he's taken down. And the defense coming through on 3rd down. A loss of 7 to bring up 4th.
We've watched this a long time, and I still don't believe we get it. 3rd and long. Why are you calling play action?
Because they're not going to bite defensively, right?
No, not at all. I did have a coach explain to me years ago that for some teams, that's how they have to deal with pass protection and their line blocking. But to me, it seems silly.
Yeah, well, they're silly, and it leads to a play action sack. And did he put that on a dime? He did. Wow. Out of bounds at the 1-yard line.
Talk about angling that one perfectly, partner. We know the ball can bounce anywhere, especially how it's shaped. But that one, as if on cue, goes out of bounds perfectly.
Perfect indeed, right at the 1-yard line. Excellent coffin corner punt. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. Where we stand right now in the fourth quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You would have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure out how to not do it in the future. And mentally, I think a lot of the guys are already starting to think about, okay, how do we put this behind us and get better for the next time out? This, they'll use as motivation for the rest of the time that they play to hopefully never be in this type of situation again.
Out of his hands quickly to CeeDee Lamb. He's still on his feet. Off to the races. CeeDee Lamb. Touchdown, Cowboys. CeeDee Lamb with his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Cowboys are able to cut into that deficit. He's got them out now to a 3-score lead here in the fourth quarter after that one, CD. And, well, he looked right off the line like he knew that that ball was coming his way, and he secured it for 6 points.
Yeah, and I think when you're leading by a healthy margin already, it actually loosens you up and allows you to take maybe a few more chances and definitely play with more confidence, because he certainly saw something he could exploit in the defense. They made sure to let his quarterback know, just get it to me. And the rest was all up to him, and he delivered and made it a 3-score game.
So Dak will bring the Cowboys up to go for the 2-point try.
Hey, kill.
Prescott, they're going to throw for it. And unable to connect. They don't get the 2-point conversion here. It's not that often you see a 2-point try from that distance. And, of course, it's not that often that it's successful, and it wasn't there.
And who added all this thinking to the game, right? Because now you get so much extra to consider. The penalty happens. Do you go for 2 from that spot now after the penalty? Or do you say, we're going to kick it, which means they have to administer the penalty from the 20,
you would have been
from the
pushed
15.
back further. Yep.
Now you're back further. Can you make that one? It's a lot of extra stuff on what used to be a routine play.
At their own 17-yard line.
Let's go now.
The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. And it would appear that the open week a week ago came just at the right time as they have dominated the proceedings here into this fourth quarter. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be second down. And I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely, you want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
They'll send the tight end in motion. They keep it on the ground. White again. And not much doing there. Maybe a yard up to the 23. Run blitz there defensively, something we might see more of here in the fourth quarter.
I think we'll see a lot of it. And the difference between that and a pass blitz, you're just trying to get to the quarterback. You're trying to scheme someone open who will get to the QB and make sure he gets on the ground. In a run blitz, you're actually trying to cover up gaps, trying to cover up holes so they can't run the football.
Here is 3rd down and 4. Looking to throw. He's got a man complete. And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped. That's a gain of nearly 40 yards on 3rd and medium to pick up the first.
And even with the game seemingly in hand, they're continuing to fire away, pressing the ball down the field. Listen, it's worked all day. No reason to go away from it now.
So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. Now a give up the middle. This is White. And he'll follow his blockers there all the way down to the 23-yard line. 97 yards rushing for him so far in this one as he nears 1,400 for the year. It carries like that. That's how they're going to continue to salt this thing away here, Charles, in the fourth quarter.
Yeah, how about that? A new set of downs. Clock continues to move. No better way to close out a game than to tap those mastodons you have up front and say, guys, keep pounding them. Let's keep the ball, keep their offense on the sidelines, and let's close this one out.
2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down.
I know the game's not over, but there's got to be a sense of satisfaction right now for the guy carrying the football a bunch today. 99 yards, and he has enough time to go over the century mark.
Well, you got to give it to him again, right?
Yeah, there's no doubt about it. You're not worried about losing yardage here. You're not worried about any of that. You just want to get him to the promised land for every runner. 100 yards or more in a game.
He'll get that out to the flat to White. And they'll bring him down at the 18-yard line. So the completion good for just 3. And now 3rd down and 6 to go. They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains. On 3rd down, a run from White. And he'll be stopped well short. Only 2 yards there. 4th and 3. Well done to sniff that out defensively. He had it diagnosed pretty quickly.
I love that description because diagnosed is perfect on that one. Read his keys, made the play, and he couldn't even get going moving the football.
A 33-yard attempt.
And his kick here is good. And that will extend their lead even further. Well, ultimately not really sure that they're going to need those 3 points, but they'll take the 3 and they pad that lead.
Yeah, this one's already wrapped up, but you and I both know if you're an offensive coordinator, you never let up on the gas unless the head coach tells you to do so. And maybe you've actually clicked him off in your headset so you can keep calling plays and trying to add to this lead.
And he's only going to make it to the 13-yard line and no further.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. We said it at halftime that they would need a nearly perfect second half to erase that deficit that they were facing, CD. But unfortunately, the second half has pretty much been a carbon copy of the first.
Yeah, that early lead was almost insurmountable the way their opponent was playing. And, partner, they do have some good news, though. This one is getting close to being over, and they can try and hit the reset button starting tomorrow.
Throwing again on second down, but this time it's incomplete.
And that's another play that's painted the picture of this game overall. It's been a blowout. It's been continually fueled by big turnovers and stops for one side and an inability to advance the ball from the other.
The Cowboys on third down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. Here it's 3rd and 2. Throwing, Prescott. This one swung out to Vaughn. And he will have a Cowboys first down. It's a gain of 6 that time on 3rd and 2. Prescott looks to throw on first. Open man, the tight end Luke Schoonmaker. And he's got a first down as he's going to be taken down. But a very nice pickup there just in front of the 2-minute warning. So the Cowboys in possession of the football here as we get you reset. They've got a 1st and 10 as they search for a late score. A pair of first downs gives them a 1st and 10 up at the 44. Prescott yet again. Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone.
He did a fine job there of not hitting it before the ball arrived. And I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
The throw down the field, caught by his running back. Touchdown, Cowboys! Tony Pollard, 56 yards. And the Cowboys have got it back to a 2-score game here in the 4th.
And that touchdown puts us in a position to have a discussion, doesn't it? Now it'll be a 2-score game after the conversion.
Yeah, I mean, there's no doubt with a 2-score game they're going to have to onside kick it. We'll just see if they've got a miracle up their sleeve.
And you wonder what onside kicks they're going to use and in what sequence if they hope to have a chance to win this game.
The extra point up and good by Aubrey. And the lead will be cut down to 14. 2 scores down, 3 timeouts left. Still a chance if they can somehow get this one back. And the Buccaneers able to recover. Their hands team does its job. They knew they needed a miracle. They had to have that onside kick. They didn't get it.
Well, as we knew, even before they put the toe to the leather on that one, their chances of getting that done, slim and none. And I do believe we saw Slim just leave the door, didn't we?
We did indeed. I think we're down to none. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. Now they are really in the driver's seat here, enjoying this lead late in the 4th quarter. The defense does have all 3 timeouts, but at this point, doesn't look like it's going to matter much. Now the Cowboys are going to burn the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play.
Ready! Ready!
He's going to get it again. Just looking to get forward and protect the ball. The Cowboys going to use their 2nd timeout now, as they'll get it with just over 90 seconds to go in the ball game.
Brandon, one thing about blitzes, they really confuse offensive linemen at times, and what you have to do is lock in on the guy right in front of you. If you don't, you saw the end result. Defensive tackle ended up making the play.
Here is 3rd and 5. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. Working the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. A big one there on 3rd down. They hit for 30 yards. Boy, another big play late here for an offense, Charles, that certainly has had its fair share of big plays.
Coverage has been a problem all game long, and I would say that going along with that has been confidence. Because even if they had the right coverage, they've still dented them, and now it's been a real issue for them during this game.
The D can only stop him one more time as they take the knee. The D can only stop it one more time as they take the knee. So time has run out on what will be a Tampa Bay victory. And we talk so much about the turnover battle, determining who wins, who loses. This game, no exception. Error-free football, no turnovers at all, and they win it.
So this is one you don't have to convince your team that what you're saying is accurate. And you know what I'm talking about. Head coach always stands up in front of the team and says, guys, if we do this, this, and this, we'll win. And usually they say if we win the turnover battle, we'll win. Well, here's the proof right there. Win the turnover battle. Go on to victory. Now the guys believe. You move on to the next lesson where you have to convince them. This one is now planted.
So for the Bucs, they continue to be one of the best teams around as they move to 10-2. And they'll have another road date next week with the Carolina Panthers. Meanwhile, for the Cowboys, they fall to 6-6 now on the campaign. And they will try to get back in the swing of things next week on the road. Thanks for tuning in, everybody. Alongside Charles Davis, we thank our entire crew. I'm Brandon Gaudin. This is the NFL on EA Sports.